So this is a tidal salt marsh near Hamble, and just stopped to have a look at something here because this is wild asparagus. And so if we look at this plant here, this sort of ferny plant, wild asparagus, and actually probably most recognisable, look, if we look at the tops, you can see that is recognisably asparagus right there. And I have actually picked and eaten this before, but it's very difficult to find because in the spring when it's best for picking, it's in amongst all this grass and things and you can hardly find it. So the trick is to try to memorise where you found the individual plants and then come back there next year, probably April, and then have a look and see if you can find the asparagus spears. But there we go, that is wild asparagus, the real deal.
Don't fall in.
So this bit here is a proper little swamp, and all of this greenery you can see here is hemlock water dropwort, one of Britain's most poisonous plants. So we just walked up through a dryish bit of woodland. We saw a few little bluebells, but they're pretty much past their best now. And I noticed this, there's some cut stacks of log here, and they've put a sign up actually saying don't cut the logs away please, because this little pile of logs is a habitat for beetles and amphibians and all kinds of animals and wildlife. Another one over there. That's quite good really, because things like stag beetles need decaying timber for the larvae to live in and eat while they're developing. And we're just about to walk out down into Hamble-Le-Rice village down there. But I just thought I'd stop and have a look at this. This is another form of wild garlic, and this is called three-cornered leek because the stems have got a triangular cross section. I don't know if you can see that on the video there. And very similar to ramsons, except thinner leaves and more bulbs underground. And this thing spreads like crazy. I made the mistake of accidentally introducing this to my garden, and now I have this in my garden actually as an invasive weed that we can't get rid of. So that's three-cornered leek or triquetrus garlic. So this is Hamble-Le-Rice we're just coming into now, and you just see in the distance that little pink ferry that goes across to Warsash. So yeah, that little pink ferry just over there, let's just have a quick, let's just get to the end here so we can actually see what we're looking at. So yeah, that little pink ferry over there goes over to that place over there, which is Warsash. There's actually quite a good pub over there that we sometimes go into and have lunch. But for now, I think we're going to park up on one of these picnic benches here and have just a picnic lunch. You're not going down there. It's a long way down and it's muddy.
Suna, get off of there.
I'm intrigued by these patches of red over here. I have a feeling I know what that is, but let's go and have a look. Actually, I think this is called sheep's sorrel. So it has these little red flowers and rather grass-like leaves. But these little leaves here, if we can just pick one off, these are edible, and they have an acidic sort of lemony flavour. So there we go. That is sheep's sorrel, I think. So I'm not certain this is actually sheep's sorrel. I will identify it and figure out which species of sorrel this is, and I'll put that on the screen now. No, she saw a squirrel. Just here we've got a plant. I have talked about this one before. This is called cuckoo flower, and it's a relative of watercress and radishes, and in fact it's edible, so you can nibble on the leaves or the flowers or the stems of this plant, and it has a kind of peppery watercress, almost wasabi flavour. So that's cuckoo flower. I think another name for it is lady's smock.